expect this type of questions for 10 marks. So over every schedule we have to check the adjustment, whether is there any outstanding or prepaid, any other adjustment. So if the income is more than expenses, then it is called as surplus. If the expenses is more than income, then it is called as the deficit. Hello my dear students, I am Rajay sir, faculty, Department of Commerce and Management, Vidyashram First Grade College, Mysuru, a temple of excellence. My dear students, in today's session, I am going to handle the subject Corporate Accounting 2 for 4th Sem BCom, and the topic is Accounting for General Insurance. My dear students, we can expect this type of questions for 10 marks. 10 marks questions, you will be having this type of questions, and also for LIC, you will be having for 15 marks. Here, for 10 marks we have to prepare. What they will give the ledger balance or the trial balance of the insurance company. Sometimes they will give accident and marine insurance, sometimes it is a fire and marine insurance, fire and accident insurance they will provide. Okay, so on the base of this, and also some information will be given as an adjustment. So we have considered all these items and we should prepare 4 schedules. What are the 4 schedules? First one, premium, claims, commission and management or operating expenses. These 4 schedules we have to prepare. Later we have to prepare the revenue account using the 4 schedules. So for this you will be having 10 marks. Very easy question. So insurance fund. So where we will get insurance fund? In 2007 we have insurance fund. It will appear in schedule number 1, premium. So commission, where commission will go? Commission paid, it is an expenses. So commission paid is an expenses. So commission should be schedule number 3. So commission should be schedule number 3 here. Next one, salary. So when they give salary, so where we can show the salary? We have to show the salary in profit and loss account. General profit and loss account, we have to show the salary. Next one, coming to the next point, it is profit and loss account. Profit and loss account. Next one, share transfer fees. See, for example, if you did not get salary, share transfer fees, all these expenses, if there is no all these expenses, we should prepare only revenue account is enough. But if they give salary, if they give share transfer fees and other auditor fees, director fees, and next one, interest on dividend, all this comes under profit and loss account. So share transfer fees, profit and loss account. Management expenses, schedule number 4. Management expenses, operating expenses, schedule number 4 we have to show here. This is schedule number 4. Schedule number 4. Next one, claims. Claims paid, schedule number, where is the claims? Schedule number 3. So schedule number 2, claims paid. So we have to show schedule number 2, claims paid. Next one, auditor fees, profit and loss account. Next one, director fees, profit and loss account. Next one, interest and dividend, profit and loss account. Next one, tax paid on the above also, profit and loss account. Next one, printing and stationery, profit and loss account. Depreciation, profit and loss account. Premium received. So premium received, schedule number 1, premium. Like this we have to show the items like this. Now let's go to the adjustment. So adjustment, so management expenses, where we have to show the management expenses in schedule number 4, operating expenses. Operating expenses. Next one, reserve for unexpired risk. So we have to deduct. So we have to deduct from the premium. So it is 50% in case of, so unexpired risk 50% at premium received. In each case means what? For fire also we have to deduct for 50%, and also for accident also we should deduct for 50% reserve. Now let's do the problem. Prepare revenue account and general profit and loss account for the period 2007. Now let's go to the, so where we have to show this one, management expenses. So management expenses equals to schedule number 4, operating expenses. We have to outstanding management expenses. If any outstanding of current year, add. Outstanding of previous year, deduct. Keep this in mind. Outstanding of the current year, we should add. Outstanding of the previous year, we should deduct. Okay, so it is outstanding for the current year. In adjustment, whatever we are getting, that is current year outstanding. So we should add. Add to the, so operating schedule number 4, operating expenses, we should add to the management expense. Next point, reserve for unexpired risk. What we have to do? Reserve for unexpired risk, we should deduct from the actual premium received. It is a law. Keep this in mind. It is a law. According to law, in case of accident or in case of fire insurance, 50% of the premium, actual premium received, we should keep it as a reserve. That's why we should deduct the reserve. So in case of marine, we should consider 100% of the reserve should be deducted as premium. 100% of the reserve, 100% of the reserve should be deducted or kept in case of marine insurance. So it is a law right here. See, in case of fire and accident, 50% should be kept as a reserve. It is a law. Next one, in case of marine, 100% should be kept as a reserve. Whatever the premium we receive, because risk involved in this sector is more compared to marine sector. So why? Because risk involved in the marine insurance is more compared to fire and accident insurance, because that's why we keep 50% of the reserve in case of fire and accident out of the premium, and again in case of marine we have to keep 100% premium received as a reserve. So 50% should be first, second one. So 50% should be deducted from the premium from actual premium received. Schedule number 1, from actual premium received. Now let's go to the problem. Schedule number 1, premium. So what is the premium received here? What is the actual premium received? So premium received in case of fire, it is 5 lakh. In case of accident, it is 6,60,000. 5 lakh and 6,60,000. So show it here. Fire 5 lakh. Here it is 6,60,000. Next one, add reserve for unexpired risk at the beginning of the year. It will be given in the ledger balance. Now add life fund or reserve for unexpired risk in the beginning of the year. So he has given the amount. See, 1/1/2007 means at the beginning of the year. So we have to add unexpired risk, reserve for unexpired risk or insurance fund. It is also called as insurance fund. How much it is? It is 4,40,000 and 9 lakh. So it is add 4,40,000. Here also 9 lakh. So add it. So 5 lakh plus 4,40,000. So 9,40,000. Here 6,60,000 plus 9 lakh. It is 15,60,000. Next one, deduct reserve at the end of the year. Unexpired risk at the end of the year. What is the unexpired risk we have at the end of the year? 50% we have to do according to law. So what is the out of 5 lakh? I'll write here. So what is the premium received? In case of fire, we receive the premium of 5 lakh. Keep it accident. So this is not fire, this is accident. So in case of accident, we have reserve of up to 6,60,000. So 5 lakh into 50 by 100. It is 2,50,000 in case of accident. In case of fire, again in case of accident, 6,60,000 into 50 by 100. It is 3,30,000. Deduct this amount here is 2,50,000, 3,30,000. So deduct this amount. Let's see actually. So 9,40,000 minus 2,50,000. It is 6,90,000. Again coming to the accident, 15,60,000 minus 3,30,000. It is 12,30,000 is the actual premium received. Now next go to the next slide. Here also make it accident. Here also accident. Now what is the claims paid here? So let's look at the claims. So what is the claims they have given? So claims paid is, so see here in case of LIC or in case of general insurance, schedule number 1 is the income for us, premium received is the income. Remaining schedule number 2, 3, 4 are the expenses. Keep this in mind, schedule number 1 is the income, schedule number 2, 3, 4 are the expenses for us, okay. So schedule number 3 or schedule number 2, claims paid, fire 70,000, accident 64,000. So fire 70,000, accident 64,000. So is there any outstanding claims? You just see in the adjustments. For every schedule we have to check the adjustment, whether is there any outstanding or prepaid, any other adjustment is there related to that particular adjustment or the particular schedule we have to check, okay. In exam always check for every claims. And even for example you cannot write as I have written in the here. So for your understanding purpose I have written, but all the like this profit and loss account like this I have written here on the question, but in question paper you cannot write. It may be pen or pencil, you should not use it, okay. But for understanding purpose I am doing or I am following this method. But if you understood properly, then without writing only we can write this. Don't write any schedule number or any profit and loss account like this in the question paper, please keep in mind, okay. Now so we don't have any outstanding, so total it is 70,000, 64,000 only. Next one, schedule number 3, commission. So any outstanding add, any prepaid deduct, any outstanding of the previous year also deduct, outstanding of the current year add, outstanding of the previous year deduct. So we don't have any outstanding for the current year, so directly we can write commission. What is our commission? Commission paid is for fire is fire 10,000, accident 16,000. So fire 10,000 and 16,000. 10,000, 16,000. So we don't have any outstanding of current year also, and also previous year also. We can directly write 10,000 and 16,000. Next point, operating expenses. Here usually you will be having management expenses, and if it's any outstanding of the previous year, deduct, outstanding of the current year, add. So let's see management expenses here. So we have management expenses related to schedules, we have adjustment related to this. So what is our management expenses? So for management expenses, fire is 50,000, accident is 60,000, 50,000 and 60,000. First write management expenses 50,000 and 60,000. So 50,000 and 60,000. And do we have any adjustment? Yes, we have adjustment. So what is the outstanding of the management expenses for current year? So for fire it is 8,000, accident 5,000. So 8,000, 5,000. So add current year, so it will become 58,000. Here at 65,000 is the total management expenses. Total management expenses. Now let's go to the revenue account. See, first one, premium is the income. Remaining three are the expenses. First one, premium. So what is our premium? Total premium is 6,90,000. 12,30,000. Schedule number 1, 6,90,000. 12,30,000. Okay. Now let's consider this as a total A. Total A. So let's consider this amount: 6,90,000, 12,30,000, 12,30,000. Okay. Next, what is next one? Schedule number 2, claims. So what is our claim? 70,000 and 64,000. Claims. Schedule number 2, how much? 70, 64. 70,000, 64,000. Okay, next one, commission. So what is our commission? See, look at the commission: 10,000, 16,000. Schedule number 3, 10,000, 16,000. Next one, last one, management expenses, operating expenses. Operating expenses. Schedule number 4. What is our operating expense? 58, 65. Now add this. Let's consider it as a total B. This is total A, total B. Let's add this. So add 2, 3, 4. So 70,000 plus 10,000 plus 58,000, it is 1,38,000. Here also 64,000 plus 16,000 plus 65,000, it is 1,45,000. Let's identify the surplus. See, 1 is the income, 2, 3, 4 are the expenses. So if the income is more than expenses, then it is called as surplus. If the expenses is more than income, then it is called as the deficit. Okay, now surplus equals to A minus B. Surplus equals to A minus B. So what's our total? A 6,90,000. B 1,38,000. Let's deduct the amount, then we'll get the surplus. So 6,90,000 minus 1,38,000. So we'll get 5,52,000 surplus. Here also 12,30,000 minus 1,45,000. So we'll get 10,85,000 surplus. This is the surplus. This surplus should be shown in the profit and loss account. Now let's go to the profit and loss account. So this is for the year ending in 2007. Make it 7. Okay, 7, 31st 3, 2007. Again, let's go to the profit and loss account as on 31st 3, 2007. Okay. Now what is first one? So what is our surplus? Surplus so fire. What is the fire surplus? Is 5,52,000. Accident 10,85,000. Add it and put it to outer column. So 10 lakh 85 plus 5 lakh 52,000. So it is 16 lakh 37,000. 16 lakh 37,000. Next one, add any income received. See here, what are the income here? Look at the ledger balance. See, it is an expenses for us. Audit fees paid expenses, director fees expenses, interest and dividend received is an income. Interest and dividend received is a income. Next one, tax paid on above is an expenses. Next one, share transfer fees is an income. Here, share transfer fees is an income. Salary expenses. Okay, add income first. So what are the income? Let's add interest and dividend. So what is our interest and dividend? So interest and dividend received is 1,50,000. Transfer fees received 4,000. That means 1,50,000 and 4,000. So interest and dividend 1,50,000. Next one, share transfer fees 4,000. So it will become 1,54,000. So we have tax, no? Deduct the tax on this. It is an expenses. Deduct the tax here itself. Tax on above, how much we have paid? 50,000 rupees tax we have paid. Deduct the tax. So minus tax on above. So above means for 1,50,000 we have paid tax of how much tax we have paid? So we have paid the tax to the extent of 50,000. So deduct the tax 50,000. So it is 1,04,000. Now deduct or less other expenses. What are the other expenses? Salary paid here. We have salary paid here. Salary is an expenses. So apart from that, audit fees, direct fees is an expenses. Printing and stationery is an expenses. Okay, and depreciation is an expenses for the company. So deduct these items. So first one, salary. Salary is 1,60,000. Salary 1,60,000. Next point, auditor fees 10,000, directors fees 10,000. Auditor fees 10,000. Director fees 10,000. Now what is the next point? So we have tax paid is over. Printing and stationery 20,000. Depreciation 24,000. So printing and stationery 20,000. Next one, last one, depreciation. So depreciation 24,000. So it is 24,000. Add all the amount, deduct from this total amount. So 1,60,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 20,000 plus 24,000. So we get 2,24,000. 2,24,000 is a negative amount. So add this amount, deduct this amount. So we'll get the net profit. Whatever the difference we get is the net profit. So 16,37,000 plus 10,04,000, 17,14,000 minus 2,24,000. So we get the net profit 15,17,000. So 15,17,000 is the net profit we got. This is how we have to do the profit and loss account. So if you don't have any interest and dividend, share transfer fees, tax and salary, audit fees, director fees and printing and stationery depreciation, if you don't have these types of expenses, so in the ledger balance only we should observe. So is there any items given apart from these schedules like 1, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4? Is there any items given like share transfer fees, next one depreciation, and next one auditor fees and directors fees? If they have given like this other expenses which does not comes under schedules, we have to prepare the profit and loss account. Sometimes he will not tell you prepare the profit and loss account, but even though he did not tell, if he gives the other items, we should prepare the profit and loss account like this. So this is how for 10 marks. It is very simple and easy problem. So let's in the next session also we will discuss one more problem. Till then, thank you so much. See you in the next class.